stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Missouri Tigers and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaVell Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dell. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium. What a scene this is. A veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Missouri Tigers and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with Coach Eli Drinkwitz before the game. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Missouri ready to kick off. They got us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside, it's Martin. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the big fella. Running through contact. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
So now it's 2nd and long. On the move. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Might have a chance. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Throws to the wideout. Snags it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, BYU!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go to the counter. Can't get him to the ground. Turning it on. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Throwing Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 35. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They'll give it to Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now here's Simmons. Got his man on the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the wideout. In the red area, it's Hardy. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Buckmeyer. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
What a fantastic individual effort by the big fella there. That was a relatively short throw, but he shows you the athleticism and what he can do with the football once he has it in his hands. He looked like a running back out there, making guys miss. Really good vision, nice speed as well. The coaches are loving that.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Buckmeyer. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Martin. There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Simmons makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Botmeyer. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking for room at the 40. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Using his feet. Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going for the big play. Gets it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cougars line it up with a 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cougars!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive on the ground with Harding. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's Simmons to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, what a move to get open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on second and short. Here's a give to Hardy. Still on his feet at the 40.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Rushes on him. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Simmons on the play fake. Unloads to the right. Complete on the comeback. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
From the gun, give to Hardy. There he goes. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Forced out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Sometimes as quarterbacks, you have to play above the X's and O's. That play is designed to be thrown from the pocket, but because of the pass rush, it wasn't going to happen. So he had to use his athleticism, get outside the pocket, and then make something happen on the fly. Nice job.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Here we go. Ready to go.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. It's Bachmeier. Dances away to buy time. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Throwing Simmons. Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to find his man in the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never had a a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance, turning it on. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Takes a handoff. It's Martin. Breaks the tackle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
On the snap, it's Martin. Runs through the tackle. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
BYU has this offense clicking. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. They're setting up the screen. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Cougars. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The Cougars with the immediate response.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Simmons fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Quarterback may change this route. Running inside, it's Hardy. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One more time, it's Hardy. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Makes a grab. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air, it's Bachmeier. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
It's money time, and my quarterback's got to come through, and boy, does he ever. It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the pocket, make something happen, and make the heads-up play to stop the clock by stepping out of bounds.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Right down the middle. Got his man all by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The run inside. It's Martin. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Cougars with the immediate response. A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They marched 78 yards down the field, and what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Here's Simmons to throw. Going over the top. He's got it down the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Simmons. gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Hardy. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. The give to Hardy. Makes it past the marker. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Hauls it in. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first in the extra period. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The throw. And they can't make the connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Everybody, booster, booster. Keep. Go.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Texas, today at NRG Stadium, as we are going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. Another opportunity to put on the headgear and finish this season on a winning note comes in the Texas Bowl. It's the BYU Cougars and the Missouri Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a big game for bragging rights, guys. As you know, both the SEC and the Big 12 try to tout that they are the most physical conference in college football. Well, today in this bowl game, they will get a chance to prove it. Both coaches told me they want to come out and run the ball. Teams are fired up and motivated as they take the field. I'll keep you posted on the vibe here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. the 25. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Some misdirection with the counter. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Simmons. Stepping to the right. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll give it to Hardy. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Simmons. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Making side adjustments here. Here's a give to Hardy.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Well, I don't get this decision, but they've got their punt team on the field on second down. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Running inside, it's Martin.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. First down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the back. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Bachmeier. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars headed quickly to the line. Going to the run, it's Martin. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Got his man on the outside. He breaks a tackle. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll try the right side with Hardy. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. They'll give it to Hardy. Got a little grass. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking for room. It's Hardy. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Here comes the option. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Throwing Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Offense changing the play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I mean, that's a really good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, they got in the red zone, but made a big play on third down. Now, forcing the decision for this offense, but most importantly, playing great defense in the red zone.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Now the play fake. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the
pass rush. Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Simmons looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
To throw, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. You can get out of your stance and win around the edge to get to the QB. Not many guys do it as well as that.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And they'll knock him down. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Interesting play call there, right? You gave up a sack on the first play, so now these D-ends are licking their chops. And you let them get a free rush at the quarterback because you've set up the screen. They're thinking, we're going to get back-to-back sacks. Just throw it right over top into the running back. Get some of those yards back now, at least giving you a chance here on 3rd down.
Quarterback making checks. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Buckmeyer. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The sure hands, it's Phillips. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. BYU right back to the line. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Buckmeyer. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Here's Simmons to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Got a man. It's Lee. Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And the defense got it. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the unthinkable just happened. Through the offense, you're trailing in this game late in the first half. You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to put some points on the board, but you can't turn the ball over. And now all of a sudden, they've given it back, and there's an opportunity for the opponent now to widen their lead.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Bring in the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. The short hands. It's Bachmeier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Finding some room. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
A few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's down. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Runs through a tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Looking for space. It's Martin. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making a big tackle in the open field.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. BYU lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Might be calling a hot route. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's a give to Hardy. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Throwing Simmons. The quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Hits him with a stiff arm.
so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Buckmeyer. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. DB's right up on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run inside, it's Martin. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. On the run, fires downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Defense might bring the house here. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. And the timing just a hair off.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Right back to Hardy on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Missouri! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Buckmeyer. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Looking downfield, it's Buckmeyer. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Simmons to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll give it to Hardy. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Fighting off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. On the option. Quick toss. Plows through the defense. There's some room. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. He'll bring it out. It's Buckmeyer. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Here's a throw downfield late. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fights off a defender. They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Snags it, and he's open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Stiff arm's a weapon. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Takes the easy completion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Trying to surge it in. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's looking to throw. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They go play action with Simmons. And the pressure will get there. The sack down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
How about this defense not getting fooled? 2nd and inches, a lot of times it can be a run. The offense stays aggressive, so does the defense. Now gets them in a 3rd and longer situation. This defense did a great job on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The kick is on its way. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Fires to the right. Still running at the 40. And that is how we will wrap this one up. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaches